Hello beautiful Pisces, and welcome to your second reading of the day. Now this morning we looked at the Two of Pentacles very differently, as moving away of trying to juggle all of our energies. Pisces, Spirit wants you to learn how to be a master energy combiner, I guess is the way I could put it. That would be the best way to understand it. They want you to let your passions drive you, not the fear that your mind likes to instill all the time, because when we've been hurt a little bit, especially near our heart chakra, near our emotions, we let our mind take over thinking it's the simplest and best way of doing things, but we need to tap in. Just like a child who needs to walk no matter what, as the example I was giving this morning, when you cultivate the spiritual connection, you can then trust the new journey that shows up. You can trust that you're going to try again no matter what, because you feel the need to. Just like a child taking their first steps, even though they fall down, they try again. Okay? They just feel compelled to, they want to. It just happens automatically, right? We're there to notice it as parents most of the time, but it would happen. It would happen regardless. So, this is when I cultivate a spiritual connection, I can trust the universe no matter what to take care of you. And I like that. We're going to work with that. So I'm going to pull all the cards and we're going to look at the energy. Now we're dealing with how your past has affected you. I feel that our experiences sometimes make us shy to try again. But I say it's very important for you to not let the mind take over and let a better balance come through. We had the Six of Pentacles show up as cards very much this morning in all kinds of forms to show us that we need to rebalance within ourselves. There is no place like home. Nestle into the sweetness. 6. Love that. Oh. Say yes to your higher calling. Be a human! Exclamation mark. I love that. And 3. You have 3 and 6. And a no place like home that's coming in feels more like being at home with yourself. Being back in that energy of wanting to try something new. I feel that some of us have imposed a certain standard, of being of the mind, of being afraid to move forward. That's not home. That's not really the beings we're supposed to be. We're not supposed to be here and careful all the time that nothing ever will ever happen to us. We're actually here to explore and see things, and home is the explorer within. So I do feel that we're tapping back into that homing. Maybe it's that homing signal that's telling us that we need to change things around. So say yes to a higher calling. Say yes. Say yes to life. Okay? Say yes to following your path, your higher calling. Not the little small life that you have been leading or believing yourself to be part of. Alright, so I'm going to pull out all the tarot cards. The Empress. The Six of Swords. And the Five of Wands. The Sun. There's that Emperor again, and the Page of Wands. Wonderful. Queen of Pentacles. Nine of Cups. Nine of Wands. The Judgment and the Ace of Wands. All right. Absolutely. I feel that we have the sun and the moon both in these cards as well. And we have that circular shape of and the stars. It's saying following your journey, your cosmos, your path to the stars, Pisces, your path to your own goals, to what you're supposed to be following. Absolutely. I love that there's a 3. This is 12, 3, 6. This is my definite pathway. 3s and 6s on the earthly plane is the pathway for me. The closest you can get to the 9. That very special number. Just look it up anywhere on YouTube. You're going to see there's so much magic surrounding 369. Or even Tesla's 369. Anyway, so 9 is a especially magical number. And I feel that's a number of the realms, okay, of the energetic realms that we come from. There's just real, beautiful, and seemingly impossible magic sometimes that comes from that number. But it's only impossible for us in the physical form. And the closest we can is adding them up between a 3 and a 6 in the human plane. That's as close as we get to doing it here, but definitely on the right path. So when I see them both in a reading, I feel very much like it's like our version of 9, right? The 3 and the 6 is our version of 9 on the physical plane. And I feel like there's the yin and the yang, the moon and the sun, the merging of energies coming in. As we grow up, we curtail a lot of that through fear. But what I'm seeing is that you are throwing seeds in the ground, and they're now starting to grow. They're starting to show things that you may have not seen in a long time. Never seen before. I'm hearing from them that some of us have seen it before, but it's been such a long time since we've actually seen the flowers grow that we're going, wow, this feels brand new. We've lifted up the anchor to the heaviness and the cloudiness, and we want to move out of conflict, the 5 of Wands. We're trying to find a resolution. If you see, she's like trying to find how to do that puzzle. We're trying to be very optimistic, even though you see that part of her vision is being shielded here by the bird. We're trying to give flight to the possibility of bringing the light back in, okay? And that's reconnecting with that energy of being reconnected to ourselves, reconnected to the heart and all of the different chakras. You can bring them all in. There's so many, okay? But I really feel like it's the mind, the heart, the power, and the instinct. We all have that. If you go down, you have the instinct that comes from the gut. You have the power, and then the heart, and then the mind, and then the spirit, okay? Everything is just kind of all connected together. And we do tap into the spirit, and we tap into the mind, and we'll tap into the heart. But now we got to bring it all together. We got to bring it all together. And the Emperor showing up here is showing you that you can bring it all together. He has the flowers. He has the stability on top of his head. Okay, and where the spirit usually is shown is the stability of spirit, bringing in the creativity. Okay, feeling very sure of where he is. And I like that because he's decided to move on past all of that. How's he doing that? He's taking a greater look. I love this Page of Wands in this deck. It showed up twice this week, and I feel that it's so great because it's giving the optimism, the red of the cape, saying, I'm ready to set myself on fire. And you have the looking glass saying, I'm ready to look at things. I'm ready to move past all of that. I'm ready to dig into the conflict and say, look, I can take care of it. I can do it. The Queen of Pentacles is really nurturing that seed because the Queen of Pentacles is the queen of everything beautiful that is growing. If you see her gown, it's covered in green. It's covered in the groundedness and the beauty of it all. There's There's a lot of flash coming in, a lot of red. We're going in a full moon in Leo there very soon. So it's time to let that sun come in, okay, and help shine on the situation. Take the courage and move forward with it. You have 2 9s here. Love those 2 9s. You got the Nine of Wands and the 9 of Cups. And the message I got is that fulfillment doesn't need to be cutting. Doesn't need to cut you up and leave you wounded. Okay? A lot of times we think that life experience is supposed to be painful. And that's a thought again. That is a thought process. Yes, some of us learn easier or harder, but you have to realize that your journey is your own. Certain things when I was young was probably a lot harder than other people. But I needed to do those things. I needed to get through those things. I needed to get past those things. There's wisdom that was deposited there. There's strengths that were gained to help me further. And instead of seeing them as a great big blister to be healed all the time, I see it as a strength, a tool that was given for me to move in the directions that I wanted with a lot less fear than some people, because instead of being afraid of the situation coming back again, now I know that these situations came in to make me see just how strong I was, how resilient we are as human beings, how we can move past so much, that we can be grateful and fulfilled with so much. We don't need to stay shattered. All we need to do is stay grateful, and so much will happen. The troubles in our mind will lighten. The intuition will open, and your heart chakra will also open. And stability will be there. And you'll be able to see a lot more in gratitude. The 9 of Wands also shows perseverance and beauty. Even with her scars, she has beautiful flowers growing within her, and she looks at peace. Why? Because exactly what I was saying. Very strong, a lot of strength. So nurture yourself. Realize that you are beautiful no matter what, that you are always flowering. And you can, if you see that, if you're able to really focus on it, you're going to be getting a lot more. You're going to be evolving and expanding a lot faster than you can ever imagine. It's about accountability, and it's about the Ace of Wands. Again, I feel that Leo starting to sneak in here, that beautiful energy of inspiration, the creativity that's coming in. Creativity. It's that spark, that flower of, look, there's something that I can still be doing. Just when I thought, I was not done, but you might be surprised on how much more inspired you get about many more things. Just by reviewing everything that you've seen, okay? Releasing the restrictions, releasing the past issues, and forgiving yourself and others, and then just moving on and seeing just how courageous, how strong you are, and changing for the better. It's always an awakening. It's always like a rite of passage, a transition, the Judgment card. It's always like I'm looking at things, I'm reviewing before the next cycle begins, so that I can do it better for me. Okay, for yourself, not for anybody else, for yourself. It's a great way of seeing things. So the time of adapting is over. Now is the time to grow. Now is the time to put together all the energies, so that it's no longer just about trusting. It's tapping into that spiritual connection. It gives you the courage, and it doesn't even feel like courage. It just gives you the drive to go forward without constantly questioning every little thing. It's okay to say yes once in a while to things, Pisces, and just go, yes, I accept, come in. I'm going to do it. And it's going to be a blast. It's going to be an experience. I'm not going to expect it to go bad. I'm not going to expect it to go wonderful. I'm just going to expect it to be mine. And sometimes that's all you really need. Okay? So a lot of creative thoughts are coming in. You're ready to move on. You're ready to nurture yourself and love yourself and everything that you've been through. You're ready to be inspired by new thoughts. You're ready to use everything that you've learned and use it forward in everything that you're going to be and everything that you're going to do. You're feeling very, very secure within yourself these days, and that's good. You've got creativity, security, gratitude, and those things, even in a judgment card, feel really good because it's a clear indicator that you're going in the right direction. And your energy fields will tell you so. You'll walk in confidence, you'll feel better, your body will react better. You'll care for your body better. You'll look at yourself in the mirror and you'll want to do a little extra. You know? You'll want to, comb your hair in a different way. Or put a little moisturizer on a dry spot. Or you'll want to take care of this vessel that is carrying you into all these beautiful experiences. When these things happen, when you start looking more intently on these new adventures that come in, every part of you is affected. Physical, energy, everything, intuition, everything is affected. And I love this card. There's no place like home. It's like they're asking you, come back home to us. Come back home to who you were when you initially came here. That beautiful experimental spirit that wanted to see, touch, and was driven to do everything. I hope that you've enjoyed this reading. I enjoyed today. I really enjoyed today. There's certain readings, certain days that the energies are just, yeah. And today was one of those days. I really, this was a good one. I liked it, Pisces. I feel very balanced in your energy, and I hope you do too. I hope you're able to start feeling like things are going back into sync for you. So write in the comments. I haven't asked a lot this week, but I'll go ahead and write. Write, do I feel in sync? And let me know yes or no in the comments right after you write it. Do I feel in sync? Exclamation point. Let me know yes or no and why not, or why yes. I send you love, light, and blessings. Take care of yourself, and I will be back tomorrow to explore your magic. Take care.